The House of Representatives has vowed to unravel the mystery behind the alleged loss of over $2.4 billion revenue accrued from illegal sale of 48 million barrels of crude oil exports in 2015, as well as crude oil exports from 2014 till date. Chairman of the ad hoc committee, Honorable Mark Gilbert, at the flag-off of the investigative hearing in Abuja, assured Nigerians that the committee has resolved to ensure confidentiality of all information that will be provided by whistleblowers, as well as recovery of the revenue. The chairman of the ad hoc committee pointed out that the committee had to be set up now, 7 years after the incident, because it was brought to the fore in 2020 and the House needed background information for a thorough investigation and outcome.
First of all, there's a salient issue of a whistleblower in 2020 who raised allegations that certain individuals at the time in government and some allegedly still serving conspired to sell 48 million barrels of Nigeria's crude, which resulted in the country's loss of over $2.4 billion. So it is important to point out the fact that our job, in line with our constitutional mandate in Section 88 and 89, is to investigate. And with regards to the occurrence of this issue, it only came to the fore, like several other issues, several years later. Even though the matter occurred in 2015, it was only brought to the fore by a whistleblower towards the end of 2020. And remember, that was the COVID period. And in the time between when that allegation came up and now, there has also been the issue of trying to identify the whistleblowers, trying to determine whether or not there was even a reason to commence this investigation. Like I told you earlier, these are individuals who have been expressing fear. So of course, they were a little skeptical about providing information until they saw that the House was serious about proceeding with the investigation, that they started reaching out. So that is what informed. So the fact that they occurred in 2015 and we're only having this investigation now is due to the fact that the issue itself only came to the fore towards the end of 2020, and we had to ensure engagement with the involved individuals and to ascertain their identities, because we cannot be involved in spurious investigations.
A member of the committee, Honorable Ganiu Johnson, explained that as part of efforts to revive the various refineries in the country, the House Committee on the State of Refineries visited some of the refineries and gave assurance of Port Harcourt and Warri refineries coming into full operation by first and last quarters of next year.
Port Harcourt will go live after our visit, after our discussions. We go live first quarter of 2023. Port Harcourt will go. So that is a way forward. At least if we're able to refine some of our crude oil here, we will reduce oil subsidy in the country.
The committee, while soliciting for media support in disseminating appropriate information to the public, however, pledged to unravel every misconduct gathered during the course of the investigation. Annie T. Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.